So, I mean, you guys are still just at the lighthouse doing your thing. It is a new day, so you can get up and just start whenever you're ready to start. I'll be here to answer any questions you have.
Exactly.
So we found out that the girl we were looking for, is it Lee? Is her name?
Ayala's the one you're looking for.
Ayala, sorry.
Yeah, Anna Lee
Um,
is the one that she's with.
so we found out they left. Do we know how long ago they left? Did the octopus have that information?
I don't know if I mentioned
Um,
to you, the octopus's name is Blarb.
it is. I do have Blarb's name here.
Yeah. Um, I don't remember if he actually mentioned it, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, they had left like the day before you got there.
Okay. So that means they've got a 2-day head start on us. And they were heading back to where we were, where her dad was, correct?
It, it's unclear if they were heading back to Brightonburg or if they or if they were going to Norun, or maybe they were going to both separately. He just knows that they were going back home.
Hmm. I think we should like try to track them somehow.
I agree. Uh, one thing though, before we uh continue, I made a promise to Blarb that
Yes, yes,
we gotta set him free.
yes. So between you and me, I think we can very easily get Blarb. How big is Blarb?
Well, I mean, Blarb himself is a full-grown octopus at this point. So he's
What kind?
instead of a squid, it is an octopus, but this is the vampire toothus.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. So
it's
that's kind of
it's.
small.
I was gonna say it's. I mean, it's probably 4 feet long, 4.5 feet long, from tip to tip. So
Tip to taint.
He's just like in an enclosed tank.
yeah,
So we just bust the tank open, will he be fine?
Dude, he's an
Or
octopus.
get
No.
yeah. I
why
mean,
Wait,
not?
they're smart. They can escape themselves like that.
They don't need to breathe
That's Northern
water.
California and in
well,
Seattle.
I mean, I guess that is a good question. Does anybody know how long an octopus can survive?
It's about 2.5 minutes.
It's longer than that. I've
No.
seen the Penguins of Madagascar movie.
Super accurate.
I mean, Google says 20 to 30 minutes.
Really?
Hmm.
I know that they don't like that's probably under an extreme.
However, there you guys are on the side of a cliff next to a lighthouse, so I mean, if you're gonna have to either walk down the shore till you get to a more level area, or somehow climb down the side of the mountain to get to the ocean. So that very well could take more than 30 minutes.
If only we had Featherball.
Only.
You know what? I got it.
Okay.
It's going to be a total waste of a spell. But I will. Um, I can summon my Fae, put Blarb in my Fae's hands, and have my Fae jump off the cliff. And then if the Fae dies, it's fine. It's whatever. Blarb will be fine.
I don't know about that.
I'd say we just do the simplest thing and just walk them down.
All right, that's fine.
That's probably going to be the safest way to get our mutual buddy here back home.
Okay. As long as we can get him down there fast enough.
I mean, from what I understand, there's not too much of a time crunch, or is there?
Oh, I mean, not for
Because
you
Moth,
guys.
yeah, Moth has no idea what's going on. I mean, he knows there's a cult, and that the kid's probably involved with it.
But yeah, I mean, you guys. It depends on how you feel about tracking, actively tracking these people. I mean, uh, not really sure. I mean, it's been 2 days, 3 days now. So it'll be tough to track him anyway. But I mean, a couple hours is not going to make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Man, this would be a handy thing if we had somebody that had locate object. Um,
So how big did you say this octopus is?
4.5 feet long.
Are there any large birds of prey around?
You'd have to head out and go out into the forest to look. I mean, it's not too far from you guys. There's a nice patch of woods. That's where Moth met the fairy dragon. So it's possible.
Is there any way Tommy can swallow it in his bag of holding?
What time of day is it?
It's just starting the day out, so right here in the morning.
Cool. Jason, why don't you just fly and take the octopus?
What do I use to fly?
You have a feature that lets you fly if it's like dawn or the twilight hour.
Steps of night. As a bonus action, when you are in dim light or darkness, you can magically give yourself a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 minute. I mean, this is the start of the day. I would consider it dim light, but you would have to move quickly, because
Move fast.
yeah.
Is there
The sun
anything
is
that's
rising.
surrounding the?
Not really. You get make it out of the lighthouse, walk to the back side, and you're basically, I mean, about 20 feet from there is the edge of the cliff, and then you can look down and see the ocean.
You got this, Jason. I believe in you.
It's,
is there any way that you could take Moth with, because he would want to say bye to his new friend?
No.
How much weight can I hold?
What
Oh
is
no,
it?
let's just strike the modifier.
It's a +1.
Let's see.
I don't remember carry weight. How do, I rarely have to deal with carry weight, so let me see.
It's your strength score multiplied by 15.
By 15.
Strength is +1, so mine's a
that's
12.
180 pounds you could carry.
13.
You could carry 180 pounds. Moth, you're pretty tiny.
I am. I'm very tiny. I probably weigh like 30 pounds.
And also the octopus. Yeah, you could. I mean, if you wanted to, you could carry both of them. Moth could hop on your back or whatever.
Absolutely. And as I do so,
We'll do that like never-ending story. I think it is.
like I'm gonna hop on your shoulders, and then I want the cape to just be like billowing, like the entry scene of some superhero.
Then I start flying off like Superman with a squid in my hand and the other one going up straight.
Just that's great. All of that is wonderful. So yeah, you get them both. You make it out of the lighthouse real quick, and Moth jumps up on your back, and you kind of almost running jump off the edge of this cliff and lightly fly your way down. You land right here on some rocks sticking out here on the edge. You may want to fly just another little bit, 20-30 feet out, where it's not so rough to drop off the blarb. But
Larg.
Somewhere
but
that's safe and won't hurt us.
This would be a good spot for you to stop for a minute so that Moth can say goodbye.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, right here looks good. Thank you.
No.
Blarb, you know, we've had some good times together. I'm glad that I could help get you back to your home. You know, these are my buddies.
And I'm glad I can help, even though I've been drained for a day, so I was passed out.
Yeah, McKai here. He's a great dude. We got Seymoure. He was back there. He was trying to help you. You know, Blarb, I really just hope you have a great time. I hope you find a female soon. You are an adult, so typically,
Throw that dick, Blarg. Throw that dick.
gotta get out there, buddy. Gotta get out there.
Populate.
And then
More
I'm just
little
gonna,
baby barbs.
I'd lower the tank down. I don't want the tank back, so I'd lower it down to the surface of the water as I'm saying bye to him, and then I just drop it.
Okay. That sounds good. Blarb swims out the top, and as he's kind of making his way back into the ocean, he comes back up to the surface a little bit and flails his tentacles around, almost like he's waving, and then vanishes.
I would wave the cape back at him to mimic his tentacle.
Nice. And then he vanishes into the ocean.
Mission accomplished, guys.
McKai, you're a good friend. And yeah, I'm ready to go back up to the top. However we do that.
All right. Yeah, you can jump on his back, and he'll take you right back up to the top. Classic.
All right. Cool. So I think the best way we are going to have to track them is if I turn into like an animal and just like track them via smell.
Okay.
Mm.
So Blarg wasn't a death kraken, was he?
No.
Maybe.
I made up.
Well, certainly not.
We can
yet.
have hopes.
Who knows?
We have hopes and dreams in this household.
Actually,
The Sea Watchers
I do wanna
have-
make a note about it just in case it ever comes. Just in case.
I love it. The Sea Watchers are always here to look out for land and sea critters.
You're turning into
Cool.
a giant rat.
Yeah, that's what I'll transform into. I mean, we'll like try to find something of theirs that was left, so I can get the smell.
Moth
And I
remembers. He remembers that icky thing he found in the floorboard.
Mm-hmm.
A crescent moon symbol, a crystal, and a dagger with blood.
Correct.
And I also found, I think there was some clothes up there that belonged to her.
This would be better.
Yeah, I think there were some clothes up there that belonged to one of them.
Cool.
Yeah, we don't know who, but
Hopefully it's them. So I'll take some of like one piece of the clothing and put it in the bag of holding, and then I'll take another piece of clothing, like put it on the ground, transform it into a giant rat, and then get to tracking there
Okay.
after I tell everyone else the plan. Yeah.
Wonderful. I honestly don't know which one. I guess it would be perception over survival, but make me a perception check with advantage.
Woo! Yeah. That is a 21, sir.
Wonderful. So, excuse me. Over the last couple of days, there's been no rain. The scent has kind of faded over time, but you're able to pick up two distinct scents separate from the group that you are already aware of. One of them matches the scent on the clothes. The other one is, you assume, the second person in their party. So yeah, you have the scent. You guys can gather everything up that you want. Are you taking the cart? Are you walking?
Well, yeah, I forgot we have the cart. So yeah, I guess we'll just take the cart, and I'll be like on the front
Ooh,
as
and
a giant
usually
rat.
you're the driver.
Am I?
Yeah, usually you're the driver, so.
I think Jason
Uh,
could drive.
well, you don't trust Moth?
Maybe.
What, Moth
I'll could
too
drive.
small to see over the steering wheel?
And I'll send.
Well, I just
We'll
thought
drive
Jason has
together.
proficiency and that stuff.
If you want, we can send Yoin with you guys to drive.
I mean, yeah, he's coming with us.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But yeah, he could drive if you wanted.
That's fine, yeah.
Just
Mhm.
kind
I
of.
don't care.
It's
I'm
up to you.
just doing my giant rat thing.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll let it be up to you two then. Whoever wants to drive.
You want to
Drive
drive, Bill, or
together.
you want Yoa to drive?
Sorry, I'm eating a sandwich. Uh, Moth would have absolutely no idea how to handle one of these, so I think he'd get up there, realize he's got no idea what he's doing, and then he'd just go sit in the back somewhere.
Okay. So, McKai, you want to drive, or you want to just let Yoin do it?
I'll be next to you and I'll learn how to drive.
Okay.
I gotta be next to Yoa so that way I can lead us in the
Oh.
right direction as my giant rat form.
Right.
And I will be sitting on the back with a dramatic ass cape the whole time.
All right.
I can already picture your character just because I started watching that Vox Machina, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So I picture like Bill's character is like the little guy that plays the
Scanlan.
lute.
Oh, Scanlan.
Scanlan.
Except for he's not nearly the ladies' man.
No,
Yeah.
Moth is very smelly.
Everything minus the ladies' man. He's just funny.
Cool.
Oh.
So yeah, I want to be moving as quickly as possible because I can only be a giant rat for 3 hours at a time.
All right. Let me get my. Okay, so that is not the one I need. I need the other map.
But now that I've become a giant rat, Bill can also become a giant rat.
What's it?
I got my spore vibe going on. Pretty happy with that.
Yeah, but this just for like tracking purposes. If I get burned out,
Oh, that's true.
so I can only do it twice a day.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could just switch on and off.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the resets on short rest actually. So I do it for a few hours. Then you switch, and then I'm resting, and then when I'm done resting, I can do it again.
Yeah, like do it for 6 hours, and then we'll rotate, and then I'll do it for 6 hours.
Okay, so
That's why I brought the clothes with me.
let's see. It was a full day's trip, so it's 12, 9, 6, 3. Okay, so you are still tracking them, just heading down this main road, down from the lighthouse, heading back towards the main, like the main connecting road between Brightonburg and Loudwater. Excuse me. So if you guys are just gonna do this, then I'll let you know you're gonna go about 8 hours before you hit the main road again. 8 hours worth of tracking. Everything goes smooth and straight. No real issues or anything. No encounters of any kind along the way either. Oh, jeez. But so you make it out to the main road after about 8 hours, and you can tell once you get there that the scents that you're tracking are dividing. One is heading west, and then the other one is following this other road north.
It'd be very hard to tell. What can I tell by the scent? If which one is like the younger woman?
Oh,
Because
well, no, but I don't, I can't, I forgot to mention it, I guess. But yeah, right here at the intersection is you have a little road marker. that tells you, west is the direction to Brightonburg, north is to Sauertine and Whitehaven. So.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, so we are on the intersection where if we go south that's Mancar, Brightonburg, and then up,
Right.
and then we can go to.
Or if you go kind of north, like the northwest road, it'll take you up just past Sauertine and to the 200-acre wood, and then around
Okay.
Whitehaven, and then up to Naroon.
I
And-
say we go to Brightonburg.
And we can let the chief know what we found. You know,
Yeah.
Lord Oakfeather.
Okay. That's what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's about. I mean, at this point, let me see. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys turn down this road, begin heading to Brightonburg. It's gonna be. What did I say? You got a long trip ahead of you. So, what time of night would you like to stop traveling, or do you want to just go straight through?
If we went straight through, what time would we arrive?
About 6 o'clock the next morning.
Oh yeah, that's. I'd probably stop around 8:30.
Okay, then let me see. 6. That's 3 o'clock. And then 6. Okay. All right. So, and I know about where you guys are going to be stopping. So there is an intersection that you guys managed to make it to about 8-ish. The sun has gone down, but there's still just a little bit of light left over in the sky. It hasn't fully gotten dark yet. So you're still kind of able to see and navigate. There's a pretty open pasture area on the right side of the road where you guys can pull over. You can make any kind of camp you want. Almost directly in front of you guys is the road that leads down to Mancar Village, and then you have the main road leading to Brightonburg that you can continue on in the morning.
Okay.
Okay. So I assume you're just, anything important or specific you want to do tonight, you're just going to make camp and then head out again in the morning.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see.
I got to catch up on my character sheet.
Are you guys just pulling the same Seymoure? You're taking watch?
Yeah, and if my guy's okay with it, we got the tiny hut.
Right. I forgot about the tiny hut.
Tiny hut's very important.
Yes. Okay.
Moth has securely mothed up a corner of this tiny hut.
Okay.
You go over there and it's dusty.
Wonderful. Excuse me. So as you guys stop, you're getting everything set up, and McKai is preparing his spell, getting his hut together. I need, well, I guess it would be the 3 of you, but I'm going to need all 4 of you to make me perception checks.
25.
Oh, dang.
23.
Dang.
I got a 7, and yes, I'm building my tiny hut. The tiny hut.
Okay. You got a 7.
Yeah.
All right. Where's
I always get the worst one, don't I?
No. Well, yeah. Yoin got a 9. So, Moth and Seymoure, as you guys are kind of getting the cart unpacked and kind of moving some of your essential stuff into the hut, kind of almost at the same time, you both, across the street or across the road. You see what looked like some kind of I don't know, 3-4 foot tall humanoid, maybe ish, something just kind of vanish behind a tree. You don't know if it's an animal or a person or what it is offhand, but something just vanished behind the tree, and you guys are aware now that somebody is watching you. Somebody or something, I'm sorry.
Seymoure will just be like, "Hello? We're not gonna hurt you."
We might not hurt you depending on what you do.
What are you guys looking at? I don't see anything.
There's this real fucking tall guy hiding behind those trees.
Are you actively gonna start looking when they start saying stuff like this, McKai? Or are you just
Yeah, I'm trying to look at and see.
okay? Make me another perception check. This time, do it with advantage.
And what is with advantage?
Roll
Snickers?
twice. Take the higher number.
$11.
Okay. You look. You're unable to see what they're talking about. You don't see anybody running around out there or anything in particular, but there is something out there in the growing darkness of the evening. It could have been just a glare of the sun off of something. It could have been like a set of glowing eyes from an animal or a creature. But there was something out there that you saw for sure. Some kind of set of eyes or something that looked like that.
All right. You guys can hear me,
Okay.
right? Okay.
Yeah. So no response to us calling out to them.
No.
Okay.
What if I say, this could be Snickers? You guys wait, hang on. Snickers, come here.
Snickers, the name of the Fey dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, no response.
And wait a minute, this thing was way taller than me. Ah, that couldn't have been Snickers.
At this point, Yoin starts walking across the road.
Oh, that's weird.
Where you going, buddy?
He doesn't respond.
Uh-oh.
Go up to him and grab him and be like, "Snap out of it!"
Make me an insight check.
Insight. Cool. Good at those.
Excuse me.
That's an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
There's something off about him. Like is he sleepwalking? Is he? There's I don't know. Something about Yoin just doesn't feel right to you. You turn around and look him in the face, and he's just kind of got a blank stare. I mean, he seems awake, and he's moving obviously, but I don't know. There's something off about him.
I'll slap him.
Okay. He comes to. You slap him and he shakes. He shakes his head a little bit. And he's like, "Ow! You know what was that for?"
You weren't responding to me.
I wasn't responding. He kind of stops and looks around. And he says, "How did I get over here? I thought I was over by the cart."
You were. Then you started walking over there after we spotted those weirdos in the woods.
Could be those herbs I gave him.
Yeah, maybe those. I'm having some lingering effects from that. I don't know.
Moth, I told you not to give those to anyone else.
Oh, they ask. I'm just trying to help people out, help them have a good time. Sort out their mental mumbo jumbo,
It always starts with just a taste.
At which point, all four of you kind of from around almost nowhere. Maybe it's in your head, maybe it's an aura of some sort, but there is a relatively malevolent laugh that intrudes on you guys' conversation. Just ha 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 ha.
There's this omnipresent laugh.
Yes.
Ooh, nice. Gross. That's Moth saying gross, and kind of like rubbing his hands. Cape got all like you know in cartoons where somebody gets like the chills up the spine. The Cape did that thing.
Got rigid.
Yeah, like just like and also like shivered going up towards my head. You know, got the willies.
Right.
I watched the Aladdin recently. I know what you're talking about. Just like, what do you want? Can we just get it over with? I want to go to bed.
I need all 4 of you now to make wisdom saving throws.
You should save the throws.
All right. So you're telling me I'm almost dead?
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Oh, jeez. I got my usual number.
7.
1.
Nice.
I got an 11.
Nice.
I got a 10.
Ooh.
I'm dead.
So, the 3 of you, Yoin seemingly not affected or something,
Thank God.
but the 3 of you feel an overwhelming presence, and then something. It almost feels like something has forced its way into your mind, and things go dark. You black out.
Hey, that's what I do.
So, the 3 of you have blacked out. Now you've woken up. It is dark. Not necessarily unnaturally dark, just dark. Night has fully fallen, and you are no longer near your cart or the road. You are standing next to a pond and a couple of trees in the center of what looks to be almost a town square of sorts. The buildings around you are old and dilapidated and worn down. There is very little going on around you. There's no sound, seemingly no movement.
I have a question. Are we standing while we wake up, or are we all like
Yes,
rising
I'm sorry,
from the ground? Okay.
No, you are standing.
Oh, we are standing.
Yeah.
Are we
Sorry,
naked?
Are you what?
Naked.
No, you're clothed.
Okay. These are important questions. Need to know if they did stuff to my body.
No, not that you can tell immediately for sure.
Yoin with us?
He is not.
Cool.
Awesome.
Guess I'll give the old look around to see what I see.
Okay, once it pops up, this is a general map of the town.
Nice.
So yeah,
Wow.
that is where you guys are at.
Well, crap, guys. Now we got to make a whole new base.
So much extra work, man.
Do I have
And
enough
it's-
energy?
It's nighttime, right?
Yes.
Is
Zoom
it
out.
dark, or is it like moonlit night?
The moon has begun to rise based on where it was before you blacked out. You would guess it's probably been 2 hours at best, maybe 2.5.
Okay. Just trying to figure out if I can see or not.
Somewhere around 11:30 probably. There is a moon. It's not a cloudy night or anything. It is a half moon tonight. So there's a little bit of light. It's not as bright as a full moon, obviously. So
Plenty of
this
light.
this is a waxing moon. It's going away.
How many of us have dark vision?
I don't know how many of you.
I have creepy eyes, but I don't have dark vision.
You don't have dark vision.
Neither does McKay.
No, I don't
I
think I do.
actually might have it because of his subclass.
Yoin does, but he's not with you. I have night. You have dark vision out of a range of 300 feet. As an action, you can share this dark vision with up to 3 willing creatures you can see within feet, lasting for 1 hour. So yeah, McKai, you can give them dark vision as well. If you can't do so again until you finish a long rest, unless you expend a spell slot of any level to share it again. Cool. So yeah, you can give your you have dark vision, and you can give it to them as well for an hour.
So I guess I'm like Oprah. Everybody gets dark vision.
Yep.
So yeah, McKai kind of just waves his hand a little bit, and things clear up a little bit for you. It's just a little brighter. You feel a little more confident about making your way around this place.
I just imagine it kind of like he did like a peekaboo, like a peekaboo.
I give you each like a little wink, you know.
There you go. However you want to do it, it's your spell. You can
You
cast
guys-
it however you want.
Yeah, flavor it up.
Well, besides doing the whole hand thing, I'm giving each every time each gets one, I just give them like a little wink, give them a little scare there.
Like we have to
Wonder-
match winks, like wink at the same time.
Like you're wondering why I'm winking.
Yeah. Gotta wink at you with my far eye.
Now that I have dark vision,
Mhm.
can I do a perception check to see if I see like any movement, if there's anyone around?
Absolutely.
I'd also like to do a check just to see if this place seems familiar at all. I don't know what you would do to like. 'Cause I don't know. I'm not convinced that we're in the real world.
You can make
Usually,
me
when Moth blacks up, reality changes a little bit.
you can make me a history check if you want.
Oh hell yeah!
I got a 24 for my perception check.
Nice.
Beat me with a 23.
Damn.
Mhm.
Do I have a sense of like, all right, is this where where the dreams are real, or is this like solid Earth reality?
I mean, everything about this seems to say that it is reality. It still smells the same. You can feel the dirt. You can feel
Yeah, like how
wind.
Moth would be doing that. He'd just be like picking up dirt.
Yeah,
and dropping it. Like,
it smells. It tastes the same as the dirt over by the lighthouse.
He'd be licking the ground. Like he's
exactly.
familiar.
Yeah. So yes, this is still reality. You are still somewhere on the planet.
Eminem would be pleased.
Seymoure, you're standing there with your freshly brightened sight, and you're kind of just looking around, examining the place. It is dead silent. There is no birds chirping, no crickets. There seems to be no movement of any kind around, aside from the three of you. Looking around, like I said, all of these buildings look like they're in shambles. Moth, you can tell by looking at them, they're probably a couple hundred years old at this point, and upkeep has there hasn't been any upkeep in well over 100 years, for sure. But yeah, looking around, you kind of wander around this little area, staying close to where you first started, but there is a very old sign right here in the court square area that you can walk around the other side of it and see this is Mancar Village. Also, I'm sorry, during your perception check, one of the other things that you noticed, there are, on a couple of the trees here in the court square, there are a few different symbols that are carved into the area. Looking at them, they look similar to the, well, not similar, but They look like runes, kind of like the one at the lighthouse that's imprinted there, but obviously different.
And I did figure out what that was last game. That was just, it was like a modified light spell.
Yeah.
Can
So
I
that's all I know about that rune.
roll Arcana?
Absolutely.
Or yeah, Arcana to see what I know about this room.
Mhm.
Do I know? Dark guidance. Ooh, that's a nat one. Pretty runes.
Yeah, they're very scribbly and interesting looking, but you have no idea what they could mean. I mean, McKai, you have some spellcasting abilities too, and I guess Moth you do as well. If either one of you cared to examine them.
Arcana, eh?
Yes.
Could I argue? Nope, I don't want to make that argument. Hmm. Hmm. I have nothing good to help investigate, but I can roll some dice. Yeah, I'll do an Arcana check. I'll try to, because I recognized the shape, the general vibe this
Right.
whole rune's trying to give out.
And I mean,
So
you got lucky with that light rune. Just
Yeah.
you know, you managed to actually know what that one was. Maybe you'll know.
yeah, yeah. Moth's gonna give it a good old fashioned shot
The old
with a
college
5.
try. You know that these are runes, but that's all. You know very little more than Seymoure does about them.
All right, I'm swapping my dice, and I'm gonna try to give it a shot.
Okay.
Let's see. I have 17 on dice. Do I have anything over here? What are we looking at?
Arcana. Yours is a +2. So, nice. So 19.
Yay! I
All
finally
right.
did something good.
You do recognize these. These are surprisingly powerful runes. They have been brandished or branded into the trees through some sort of ritual. But you recognize there are 3 distinct runes placed on these trees. One of them is imprisonment, one is planar binding, and one is anti-magic field. You notice, though, that the anti-magic field has been modified in some way. They did something to it. I mean, clearly, I mean, you as soon as you see it, you check kind of your own little stuff, and you seem capable of casting magic. It's a much more specific anti-magic field spell targeting a very specific person or amount of people.
And you said what?
Planar
Yeah,
binding.
Yeah.
Planar binding, anti magic, and there's a third.
Imprisonment.
Okay.
Cool.
At which point, all 3 of you, if you're looking at the map, just kind of up to the northwest of town, you all 3 hear a BAM!
Willie Mace, is that you?
Oh, Emerald, take me home.
Billy Mays here with a special TV offer.
So to the northwest, that's this
top
place
left.
with the other trees, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay. You guys want to go investigate?
Let's give it a
See
shot.
what's all the ruckus?
Do it.
A hullabaloo? Cool. Do we want to be stealthy going over there?
Let's see. We'll go. That's 1, 2, and 3.
We could try. I don't know how much stealth I can do.
McKai.
Sure. Let's try to be stealthy.
McKai, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I am dead. I got 7, and do I add anything else?
Yes.
Plus your wisdom your wisdom modifier, your saving throw modifier. Damn, you got a +6. Unfortunately, it's still not quite high enough.
Oh, there.
So, as you guys are wandering around, uh, just trying to figure out what's going on, you notice, just kind of looking around everywhere, you notice, just based on how the moon is and all of that, you have a second shadow that is not quite moving at the same speed and in the same exact movements as your other shadow.
Awesome. I'm gonna stab it.
I'm gonna squat down and I'm gonna say, "Hello, new friend."
Okay, well, both of you need to make me wisdom saving throws then.
Okay.
I got an 18.
I got a 27.
Jesus. Okay. Excuse me.
Got a nat 20, Bill?
I got a 19.
Yeah, +8 to wisdom. Damn.
Okay. So you said you went to stab at it, and Moth, what did you do? I'm sorry.
I squatted down to say, "Hello, new friend."
That's right. Okay. So you squat down and start trying to talk to it, and Seymoure, you grab your blade and just and try stabbing into the ground.
And what happens to
Specifically
me?
my moon sickle.
I'm sorry, yeah, your moon sickle. And as you hit the ground, the shadow just vanishes.
Good.
At which point you hear yet another evil laugh surround the three of you.
I'll do it again.
You'll do what again?
Have his own
Yeah.
shadow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
so you
shadow.
you stab into the ground at that other shadow, and this one remains seemingly unharmed. But there is currently only one shadow now. The other one, like I said, dissipated when you stabbed it the first time.
Yeah, no, I was saying, like, if somehow this evil laugh brought back the other shadow, I was
no.
going to stab it
I'm
again.
sorry, it did not.
Yeah, let's stealthily try to go over to the noise we heard. Sound good?
How's my conversation going?
You got no response.
Nothing. I'm gonna be jabbering. I'm gonna talk to the shadow until it talks to me.
Oh, the shadow dissipated. If you're talking,
Ow!
yeah, if you're talking to a shadow now, you're just talking to McKai's shadow.
Oh. So wait, that was McKai's shadows, or that was all of our shadows?
No, it was just McKai's. I'm sorry. I don't know if I
Oh.
was clear.
Oh.
Okay. Is McKai there? Is this normal?
I'm wondering.
Well, he didn't really have a whole lot of time to react to it before you guys did anything, but
That's true. All right, yeah. What's up with this boom? Stab that thing and then I'll creepy laugh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, activate the Pink Panther music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, that's the Addams Family.
Stealth rolls?
Are you gonna do stealth rolls? Okay, awesome.
Oh.
Can I do that, or am I still like going on with me?
No, you're okay. Yeah, you're still doing fine.
I was wondering because you made me do a
As of right now,
saving throws.
it almost feels more like you're being tormented than anything.
Oh, okay. Roll the stealth.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Okay. What about you other two?
I got a 16.
All right, then I got a fucking 3. So Moth's cape is still just absolutely being way too dramatic, but he's still trying to sneak around. Like he thinks he's doing a real good job, but the cape's giving him off, selling him short every time.
Okay, so McKay, you're doing a fairly decent job. You feel like being stealthy, but these other guys are just clunking around and
I'm out loud,
Moth.
tucking and rolling, like going, huh!
Yeah, and
When I stand up, the
his
cape just
cloak
goes,
is
whoosh.
just billowing all over the place, flapping and making noise. And
I'm gonna try to climb onto a roof or something to look cool.
what did I
Well,
say?
then I'm saying we're in danger.
2. So Seymoure, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
That'll be an 18.
All right. As you're heading towards this, as you're heading towards these houses, you pass by this house in the top left corner of the central court square area thing, and you just kind of look to your left, in through the window into that house. At which point you see something humanoid standing in the window. That just kind of catches your eye as you look by, and as soon as you look back, it's gone.
Keep going towards the noise.
Okay. So which house are you wanting to go to, specifically? You're not sure which one it came from, but it was somewhere up here in this top left corner.
We'll just go to the top leftmost house, I guess. Or is that a barn?
No, those are all houses.
Is there somewhere I could like clamber up a tree to get a better view or something?
Well, yeah, they're right there at that intersection. There's a handful of trees there. You can climb one of those.
That one right in front, like closest to the roadway.
Yeah, you can climb
That one looks like a good climbing tree.
Make me a dexterity check to get up there.
Hell yeah! Watch me scramble. That's a 2. I don't even get up the trunk.
Yeah, the lowest branch is too high for you to jump to, and you try squirreling up the tree, and yeah, you can't seem to get a grip. It's just a little too wide for you to really.
Could the Cape of Billowing help me out? Could I use it kind of like a prehensile tail?
I don't think so.
Damn.
I feel like that's a dangerous precedent to set.
Yeah, it is. That is a real dangerous precedent to set. Giving me a sentient cape? Mm-hmm.
Damn near it.
Yeah, I'm down for just using it for drama, not actually using it for mechanical stuff. Nah.
But yeah, so you try to no avail.
All right. Is there like a rock or a boulder I could stand on top of? Still feel tall?
Yeah, I mean, they're not very tall. They're damn near flagstone height, but you can get a couple inches standing on a couple of the boulders.
Hell yeah, that's what I look like right there. Just trying to get a good perception, but a tiny little fella.
Let's see. Spawn. Or Freddie Mercury. Which would you like better?
Both. It's the same. I have both vibes at all times.
At all times.
Okay. So, yeah, we're just heading to that topmost left house.
Yeah, trying to sneak up. McKai's doing a pretty decent job, it seems like, and you guys are struggling a little bit, trying to hide. But you make it to the house. The front door is basically ajar at this point. It's so worn down.
That's not a house. That's a jar.
You can basically push the door open with little effort. Are you actually going in?
Well, I want to look in the window first, see if I see anything.
Okay. Make me another wisdom saving throw.
8.
8. All right. So you look into the window. You don't see anything inside. As you pull your head back just a little bit further from the window, though, you can see your reflection there is somebody, somebody is an exaggeration. There is a demonic, dark form standing directly over your shoulder.
Cool.
So saving
So,
throw, I got a 16 plus whatever. What was it? 6?
Oh, you don't have to.
Oh, it was just him.
Just him.
it's just me.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Alright, cool. I say I don't see anything. Let's just go in.
So we
Okay.
sneakily go in.
So
Yeah.
you
So
walk in.
stealthy.
This place is old for sure. There's dust covering everything. There's a couple of broken chairs that have just kind of fallen apart over time. There's a table that's still barely standing. It's just a basic looking house, but there is on the far left wall a just a painting that seems slightly better condition than the stuff around it.
Are we all going in? Or
I am.
are you the only one that's gone into that thus far?
Up to you guys. I'm going in.
Yeah, I think if
Let's
I
go
see
in.
you going in, do I see as he opens the door, do I see anything behind him?
No.
Okay. Do I see him like react in any kind of way?
He didn't seem to react to it,
Okay.
and without him having, a normal emotive face, it's really hard to
Yeah,
tell.
that's true. Yeah, he's a hard one to read.
Cool.
Yeah, then I'd probably follow him in there.
Okay. This is the painting, by the way.
Cool.
Awesome.
I want to investigate the painting, see if there's like something hidden behind it.
Okay.
Or there's a secret thing in it.
Okay.
Yes, that's
So you attempt to take the painting off the wall or to move it, and it seems firmly stuck in place.
How does this painting smell?
Musty, mildewy.
Homey. Familiar.
Yes, exactly. Yes, it is still very old by the looks of it.
Is it like an oil painting?
Yes.
Okay.
let's go. No painting tells me what I can't do. I'll like use my sickle and just like try to rip it off the wall.
Okay. You can, make me an attack roll against it.
Yeah. That's a 17.
17. All right. So you slash at this thing with your sickle, and you manage to kind of scratch the frame of it in the areas that the sickle hit, but the painting itself doesn't seem damaged, and it didn't actually wiggle or move at all.
I would like to perceive this painting. You know what I mean? Like when you sit in a room in a museum alone, just looking at
stare
one
at
painting
it.
for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make
I
me a
wanna
wisdom
try to-
saving throw.
Oh, hell yeah. 23.
23. Very nice. Okay. So you're just staring at this painting for how...
Does it stare back?
Sort of. I mean, it is a very intense painting. There is something like the longer you stare at it, the more you almost feel like it's not moving, but you almost feel like you have accidentally eaten one of your mushrooms, and it's just kind of the painting is
Like breathing?
Yeah, there you go. That's the word.
Like very
Okay,
subtly,
it takes
just
it when
like,
you squint, it looks like something different.
Right.
hell yeah. This is sweet.
Mhm.
What's Jason up to? I want to give him a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
What's McKai up to? Yeah.
I just walked in. I was waiting
you
till
have-
you were done, and then I was gonna look at the painting, see what I saw.
Okay. As you take a look at this painting, make me a wisdom saving throw.
What was it? 7 plus 6. What's that? 14?
13.
13.
13. Oh yeah, that's can't even do math.
Okay. So you begin staring at this painting, and similar to Moth, the painting itself seems to kind of warble and breathe a little bit. But you feel almost nauseous after a couple of minutes of staring at it, and I begin like getting a headache.
Oh, okay, so like my normal daily life. I
At which
feel
point,
this.
one of those busted ass chairs flies across the room and shatters against the wall.
Yep, poltergeist. We need to run.
The painting with the wall? Or the wall with the painting?
No, the opposite wall.
Oh, like coming from the painting side of the room.
Yeah, well, the chairs were pretty in the center of the room,
Okay.
and so they flew off, yeah, to the, I guess, at least how I'm looking at it, to the right, just to the right of on the right wall from where you guys came in.
I want to cast Detect Magic.
You want to cast Detect Magic?
I do indeed.
Okay. I need to make sure I know what all you can.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If
Okay.
you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in that area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
All right. So this is as you cast the spell, you can see the painting in front of you light up. So you can tell that the painting itself is magical in some way. It appears to be in some way imprinted with the same magic that those runes had on them. It's abjuration magic.
Okay? But nothing else pings.
Nothing that you can see, like nothing within the house.
Ah,
Let's see. All three of you make me a wisdom saving throw this time.
$21.
Okay.
11.
Hey, we match.
Yay!
Nice. So yeah, this chair launches itself across the room, and you guys turn and look at it, and what the hell's going on? And Seymoure turns back to study the painting, and as you two kind of turn back around to look at the painting, both of you see this dark demonic face just lunge almost out of nothingness straight towards you, and then vanish right before it gets to your face.
Gross. You
Yep,
see that?
poltergeist. We gotta run.
Huh. That didn't seem very friendly.
Let's see.
I wonder what that was.
Do I recognize this painting? Any historical or I guess just kind of do just like a history check, see if it like reminds me of anything.
Yeah, you can make a history check.
That's a 20 or 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't recognize the painting itself. The artwork though, is a little bit reminiscent of another artist well known throughout Faerun. His name is Drisdel Martin, and he's just a famous painter. As far as you know very little about him, but he's famous enough that his paintings are worth some money. He's very old. He's a gnome. He's been alive for hundreds of years, so his paintings are all over the place. Um, but yeah, this one is the artwork itself is very similar to that, but you don't know much else looking at it.
I want to put my hand on the painting to see if my hand goes through it.
It does not. It touches it.
Cool.
Is there any way to investigate it more?
What does it feel like?
Well, you can tell.
Like-
I mean,
Like, is it
Seymoure,
warmer?
like the atmosphere in here or the painting?
The painting.
The painting itself, it feels normal. It's a little cooler than the area around it, but not in a not in a dangerous way or anything, or anything that gives you a sense of dread or something.
Okay.
I say, stand back, guys. I want to try something wild. As I take one or two, about 5 feet back, I cast Dispel Magic at it.
All right. What level are you casting this at?
Third.
Just at a regular third level.
Yep, so I don't have 4th level spells yet.
All right. Making the ability range. Okay. So I guess you. Oh no, that's on a higher level. So you cast Dispel Magic. Nothing seems to, or it didn't seem to have any effect. Your Detect Magic, I guess, is still up. You can see the magic hasn't dissipated from the painting.
Wait. If it's higher than 3rd level, I make a roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, then make a roll.
Okay. New spell, 4th level higher. A spell casting ability. Okay. So let's roll Jade here. That is a nat 20, sir.
Ooh, very nice.
So unless this is a 17th level spell.
So, right. Okay, so you cast Dispel Magic on this painting, and it immediately just rips straight down the middle. The frame crumbles into dust, and the painting itself like bursts into flame and then evaporates.
No, I like the painting. I wanted to learn more about it.
Did the vibe improve?
In this room, maybe a little
Check.
bit. It very well could just be your own mind, you know. It just made you feel better that this is gone. But yeah, the vibe is just a little better.
What do I roll to vibe check?
Insight.
Oh, okay. I can vibe check. 24.
Just kind of has his hand still extended, kind of in shock. It's just like,
And the spell kind of got away from you, didn't it?
yeah.
So you said 24?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, you can. If it was at a 10 before, it's at like a 9 now. Things have.
On the creepy vibe.
Yeah, things have toned down just a tiny bit.
Okay. We should go into the next house and see if there's another painting, and then you should do that again and see if the vibe improves even further.
Yeah. Before we leave here, can I just do a perception to see if there's like a trapdoor or anything in this room.
Yeah. Do me a trap check.
Is it 22?
There are no traps in this room.
Okay.
Hang on.
This house is cleared. However, as you guys destroy this painting and begin looking around the room, the the entire house, essentially, maybe just the floor, starts shaking and vibrating very, very heavily for about 5 seconds, and then stops.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
Mini earthquake.
Okay. Spooky.
Okay, let's just go to the next house then. Moore's kind of like, what the fuck
I
did
would-
I do? I just wanted the painting.
Behind, I'm gonna like before we leave, I want to try to reach out mentally. Just take a gander around the room.
Are you looking
And
for
then
anything
try to-
in particular?
A presence of some kind of mind that I can talk to.
That does not Seymoure or Micah.
Yeah. McKai, I don't want to talk to them. I want to talk to some unknown consciousness, if there is one, / if that can work. Because all I have to do to talk to something's mind is be able to see a portion of it or a glimpse, and I would just say hello.
You don't see anything else in the room. That it seems empty in here.
Damn,
now.
I should have talked to that painting. So nothing responds mentally?
No.
I guess I could just stand in the middle of the room and be like, hello? Is there a ghost in here? Is that what this is?
All right, who's bringing the Ouija board?
Yeah, the house itself is seemingly empty now.
All right. Then I'll say, fine, don't talk to me, and I'll dramatically billow my cape and turn and walk out the door.
Yeah, Seymour's already on his way to the next house to investigate.
Okay. As you three step out of the house, there is a man standing in front of, standing just outside the door. Standing there to greet you. He is wearing a black tuxedo, not a tuxedo, a black suit. But his face is black as well. It almost looks like it's melting, but it's not dripping. It's just like his face is like running water, but black water. And when he speaks, he has a warble to his voice as well. But as you step out of the building, he's standing there, and he puts one hand on his hip, and he just looks at all three of you, and he says, "Well, that's one of them down, and I feel better already."
Does he do like the sassy hip kick when he puts his hand?
No, he just kind of stands there and puts one hand on his hip.
I would like it. I'm gonna still think of it as being sassy.
And then he just kind of vanishes into the shadows.
Cool.
Kind of melts.
Before he vanished, what kind of magic was that getting off of him? Since my detect magic is still up.
I don't.
Dang, I missed my chance to talk to him.
I don't know.
Oh,
Would you consider?
spooky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what kind of magic it would be, because I mean, he's a demonic creature.
Like abyssal.
But
Necromancy, maybe.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, he would be harnessing some form of necromantic powers, I'm sure. So that would make sense. So yeah, you can recognize necromancy magic on him.
Cool. Now that I know that,
And
I'll
that he
just
said that we got to protect those paintings. They're a work of art, and I don't
excuse
want to meet
me.
that spooky drippy dude. No.
I'll just look at you two and be like, oh, so I was getting some necromancy vibes off that guy, which is never great.
No.
Do we just want to leave?
I have an idea that is actually not just for fun this time, guys. I think I really can actually learn some information that would be beneficial to us. I'd like to go back to the pond,
Okay.
and I would like to speak to. There's 4 trees in this pond, but there's 3 of them that are in that have runes on them. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to speak to the 4th tree that is ungraffitied.
All right.
I would cast Speak with Plants. Um.
Wonderful.
Well, yeah. I'd like to ask this plant, like, what the fuck happened here?
He says, "Oh, wow. It's wonderful to speak with somebody again. These,
Hi. You know, it's a lot of people don't like talking to me. I do tend to talk a lot. I got a real chatty Cathy.
I haven't spoken to anybody new in over 100 years. It's just the other trees, and they don't have anything new to talk about anymore."
Yeah, there's no. It doesn't seem like there's any goings on around here. I mean, you got that ghost thing. Like, what's up with that? Did you see that black faced dude with the watery face?
Uh, it says, it says, "Oh yes, he has been here for quite some time now. He goes by the name of Vagmez, which is Vagmez. Vagmez.
Oh hell yeah!
Uh, he says, he says or it says he showed up over 100 years ago in the town and wreaked chaos in this place and was bound to spread to the rest of the world, according to him. But he was restrained. Somebody came and trapped him here, and he has angrily been taking his he has been taking his anger out on this town ever since. He says, "You are not the first to have come through here. You are the first to have spoken to me." Which is, again, just so nice. I miss talking.
Oh, dude, I'm so happy to talk to you. So Vagmez, he was a bad dude.
Vagmez is a very bad man. In life, he was uh, a devout worshiper of one of the demon lords. I don't know which. Uh, and through my time spent here, we have learned many things about him through the travelers that get stuck here. And it seems,
What do you mean they get stuck here?
well, just as you have been pulled into this city, many others before you have. They have not made it out alive.
Oh.
Spill.
Before his demise, he came into the city and was quickly made a pariah for rumors of all kinds of screaming and ritualistic things happening in his home, and suddenly, without cause, he steps into the court square and sacrifices himself publicly. 3 days later, he's back within the city, haunting everyone here, slays almost everyone before finally being contained.
Whoa.
And he's been stuck here ever since.
Oh, that's rude. He brought that angry ghost energy. Huh. So I'm assuming he just has been attacking any newcomers that come by. I mean, he's had an interaction with us. I'm assuming, yeah, that was him. So, huh.
Yes, if you have seen anyone in this place aside from your allies, it would be him.
Crap. Have there been like red robed people coming through here a lot recently?
Red-robed people. I have not seen anyone in red robes.
Hmm. Oh, that's good. That's hopefully good news. So, how's your day been? And Moth would then just like get the information he needs, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna make a new friend. What's your name?"
He says, my day is well. Uh, if I'm perfectly honest, you have woken me from my sleep,
Oh, it is night.
but
I am sorry.
my day was quite pleasant. It was nice and clear and warm, and I got lots of sunshine. I felt wonderful.
That's great news. You know, that's great news that you're getting enough sunlight. Any issues with bugs or anything I can take care of? You know, I won't kill them. I'll just talk them into going somewhere else.
He
You
says,
know, any
no,
any like termites or no? All right.
no, most if not all of the living things in this area vacated long ago.
Hmm.
Nothing wants to remain in the presence of Wagner's for long.
Well, I appreciate the information, my friend. I really do. You've taught me a lot, and I will. We aren't staying that far away from this village. You know, I could always come by and chat with you. Do you have any advice on how we can
Best him.
can you kill a ghost?
He says, if it can be contained, it can possibly be killed, perhaps banished, but I believe there are ways.
I really appreciate you believing in us. May I ask this tree's name?
He says, we don't really have names.
That makes sense. I mean, you do live forever. Okay, well, um, I I don't know. I can't think of anything else to ask him. I'd turn to my friends and say like because this whole time I'm just click clacking. You know, I feel like I would just be sounding like when you're stretching a tree branch that's
Right.
like fresh, and it's just kind of making that creaky sound.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I'd turn around,
Looking at
explain to
you like
them.
confused.
I'd explain to them everything about this Vazme Bogmez, and that was the sassy guy in the doorway. Apparently, he sacrificed himself in the center of town. Oh, excuse me. After like making a whole bunch of screaming sounds at his own house. Ooh, that's something I could ask. Where's his house?
His house. His is the lone. Not the lone house. I'm sorry. His is the long house just across the way. The
To the southeast.
uh, so right there next to that bunch of trees, the house that's directly across the road from it, the kind of longer one with what looks like maybe a porch or balcony on the side.
Mm,
Oh, is
so
it the
like
one that's
the
like
middle
directly?
left.
Yeah. So that top row of buildings, you got six of them. It's the second one from the right.
Okay. All
Oh,
right, I was
okay.
looking at the right one. Okay. Oh, Huh.
Cool.
And yeah, I'd relay all that information.
So, Moth just learned kind of the history of the area and relayed it to you guys. And what are you doing now?
I say we go to this guy's house and Let's give him what's what.
I definitely don't see us being able to flee from his situation. So yeah, I say we go and investigate his house and find out what he was up to.
Oh shit! I saved it right here. So sorry, I'm trying to work this battle map out real quick. So, because I'm looking at it from two different angles. So there we go.
Good.
Okay, that's better. All right, so you make it to his house.
Are we? I want to speak into the character really fast. Are we gonna interrogate him? We're not gonna kill him, are we, guys?
He's trapped us here. We'll see what happens.
I feel like we should get the info first, and then maybe
We'll
hurt him.
see what happens.
Are you
But
are you investigating the outside at all, or are you just gonna go right in?
I'm just gonna. I want to cast Summon Fae before we go in.
Okay.
So my little Fae dude is chilling with us. He
Right.
knows to attack anything that I perceive a threat.
Sounds good.
And I will whip out my spores. I'll use my wild shape to go into my spore form.
Okay.
Ooh, can I use? All right, so could I use the cape of billowing to like, you know how I was doing that with my arms before, where all the spores would kind of just fall off of my arms and cloak and stuff? Could I use the cloak of billowing to just make that even more higher and dramatic looking?
Yeah, if you want.
Fucking hell yeah!
Okay. So who's what's the order you're stepping inside? Just who's going in first? Really?
Yeah, Seymoure will go first.
And could I also cast Shillelagh?
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast Shillelagh.
Awesome.
Seymoure, the front door is not opening. It seems like it's locked.
Okay.
It is pretty dilapidated, but it's still in good enough condition that it's fully shut and locked.
Okay, then me and my Fae buddy are just gonna kind of try to knock it in.
Okay, strength check.
Okay. Do you want two different checks or just like one check at advantage?
Yeah, just do one advantage.
Yeah, we're so strong. 9.
All right. It is enough that you manage to bust the door kind of out of position. I mean, it's still locked, but you knocked it out of place, so it is open now.
Cool. I enter.
All right.
So this is probably one of the only shut doors in the area. You said kind of everything was dilapidated and abandoned, but to have a shut door is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe he's hiding something in there.
So who is stepping in behind Seymour?
Before you guys fully step in, I think maybe I should cast something on you, shouldn't I?
If you want.
I mean, I don't want to
Couldn't
fall
hurt.
into a trap and everybody's dead.
What can you cast?
I'm trying to look at. I'm pretty sure there was something that
That'll work. And then I'll use this.
Sorry, I'm still kind of like with this headache, it makes me loopy. Cure, fear. The heck? Oh, that's fighting. See invisibility. Does bless do anything to you guys?
It will if we're in combat, because it only
In
lasts a
combat?
minute. Yeah,
Okay.
it's more of a combat spell.
Dang, never mind. I thought I had something.
I think you have
'Cause
Aid. Aid's a
I have
second
that. I was
level
wondering.
spell that can boost all of our hit points.
Yeah, 8
Mhm.
hours. Or
Yeah, we can do that. Just something.
Okay.
it'll be your hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5, but since you're at max right now. But yeah.
All right, I tried on that part before, just like last time we fell into a trap.
Okay. So yeah, just you cast aid. Yeah, everyone's hit points max goes up by 5, except for the Fae.
Right. Okay, yeah, wonderful. So, are you guys heading in now?
Yeah.
All right. You make your way inside. This place is still dusty and dilapidated, just like all of the other homes. Uh, it is destroyed, though. There's not a lot of stuff in here, or probably wasn't a lot of stuff, but essentially, the table and chairs that may have been in here are just splinters on the ground. The only thing in any good condition is a similar painting on the wall.
This guy really hated chairs. He, he did, dude. Like, think all the chairs he broke in that last place we saw him. All
I
these
mean, this
chairs are
is
fucked up.
this
He
is
might.
just like the foyer.
Well, it's a pretty open house. I mean, there's a door at the end that
Open concept.
yeah. I mean, everything aside from like what looks like probably a bedroom is in this room. There's a door. At the
Is
other end
there
of the room.
like a root cellar or anything?
Not that you can see.
Hmm. What's the
Uh,
vibe?
excuse me. It is the air is thick in here. There is an overwhelming sense of darkness in this place that you can't quite put your finger on. Excuse me. Uh, but as you guys start walking around, Moth, you feel a cold, like icy touch on your arm,
Oop.
and then one of the wall that has the painting on it suddenly just giant claw marks scratch deeply into the wall.
As I felt that cold touch,
Mm-hmm.
hmm, creepy and gross.
What happened?
You guys cold at all? Do you got any kind of? You guys feel that chill, like in like Ghost Adventures, and they're like, "Oh, you feel that chill?" Like I wanna kind of be doing that like around the room, like using my hands as divining rods for the chill. But you guys feel that? Do you guys feel that?
They come to
And then
Virginia City here all the time. It's like 15 minutes away.
About that time, the form of Vagmez appears in the room opposite you guys. There's probably 20 feet in between you guys at the moment, but he emerges up out of the shadows, and he just kind of stands there, relatively confidently looking, and he says, "I've brought a lot of people into this city, and I've killed every one of them. Very few of them walk as confidently into my home as you have.
that's because I don't know what's going on.
It's gonna be fun killing you, and I need
You know what they say
everybody."
on a first date: confidence is key.
Exactly. I need everybody to roll initiatives.
Yeah.
Does your Fae act on your initiative or alone?
Yeah, it goes after me.
Okay.
So I have a question. Did he appear within 10 feet of me?
No, he's about 20 feet
Damn. Son of a bitch.
away. Excuse me.
Well, I rolled a 17.
Okay.
I got a 13.
I didn't roll his. You got a 13?
Yeah.
Okay. McKay?
I got a nat 20.
What? You didn't even celebrate, dude. Come on.
And you have no initiative.
scared to
so
celebrate.
That's okay.
Add to the list.
So,
Because that rarely happens.
as so at that point, he acts like he is about to lunge towards you guys, and McKay, you react almost instinctively and get the first action.
Alright, so this is the bad guy you were telling us, right, before break?
Yeah.
Alright, holy moly. Well, I want to make sure I stay back, because I don't think I can do a lot of damage to this guy. And then... what shall be done? Uh, sorry, I'm trying to look for the attacks. I'll do a guiding bolt.
All right. That's an attack roll from you, right? Not a save from me.
Believe it's just an attack.
Yeah, guiding bolt, ranged spell attack. Okay, yeah. So you're going against
Yeah.
DC.
I don't think I have anything to add to it. I got a 5. Pretty sure that misses.
So yeah, you launch your guiding bolt, and it almost seems to fizzle out as soon as it pops into existence. You just can't. Almost overwhelmed by just a sudden attack, and your reaction wasn't concentrated enough to quite get your spell off there.
I'm like, sorry guys, still groggy from all that full day of sleep.
Oh, good, buddy. You partied hard the night before. Well, we're all here to help. We've been through it.
Also, Jason, you add +6 to your attack spells.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
That's what I was looking for. What was it? Which one's under?
Spells. Under spells, at the top there it says modifier, spell attack, save, DC.
Oh god.
But an 11 is still not enough. So, but either way. So
Can I try to do my bonus?
Yeah, if you get a bonus action, go for it.
Yeah. What is it called? It is. Isn't it the spiritual weapon?
That's another spell, so you can't do that.
Oh, you can only do one. Never mind.
But you can give yourself a flying speed. You want?
Is it because it's dyke?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. We'll do that.
All right. So you can now fly, and you have a flying speed.
Fly like an
So
eagle.
I didn't realize
How
this.
tall are the ceilings in here?
About 10 feet. I mean,
Okay.
it's a normal house, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just reading this as we were going over that there, Jason. The very bottom of your actions, you have lucky. So whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can spend one of your 3 luck points to re-roll, essentially, and then choose which one you want to use.
Halfling, baby.
Yeah. So if you get a bad roll, you got 3 chances you can use per long rest to re-roll and get something better. So keep that in mind.
Ooh. All right. Thank you.
That's why I play halflings, dude. Always.
So
He's not a halfling. He's a human.
you try.
I know, but I'm saying that's why I choose halflings.
Yeah, I'm a very human.
You try and cast this guiding bolt, and he's charging at you essentially, or it looks like he's about to, and you just can't quite get your spell off. You're a little too jittery for whatever reason. And then he lunges right at you and just swings this demonic hand and claws at your chest. Oh damn, that is going to be a 24 to hit. I'm gonna guess that's gonna hit.
He's killing me.
You
So
can use your reaction to do silvery barbs.
Where's that at?
That's under your first level spell slots.
First level. I don't even see.
Silvery barb.
Oh, silvery barbs. There it is.
Magically distract. Must re-roll and use the lower roll. That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want, you can force him to re-roll.
We'll force him to reroll. I want to live.
How often can you use
Just
this?
wanna live.
This is a reaction, so you can do this once per turn.
Master
Once per
Tommy,
round,
thank
yeah.
Or once per round, I mean, yeah. That's awesome.
It is
Okay.
the most broken first level spell ever.
Fuck yeah, it is. Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have a pretty messed up cantrip.
So as a reaction, you're gonna cast Silvery Barbs, right? And make him re-roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so his other roll was a 16.
Still hits.
So,
Balls.
all right. So as these claws slash your chest, you are going to take 10 psychic damage and an additional 11 regular melee damage
Jesus.
as this thing rips a big chunk out of your armor, and you feel his claws graze your skin. Moth, it is up to you, and he is he's about 10 feet away. You have McKai 10 feet directly on your left, and he's.
Oh, he
standing right in
started
front
his
of you.
turn 10 feet away?
Yes, he did.
Ah, cool. I have a reaction for that.
Wonderful.
As soon as he entered my zone, I would like, I think it's a wisdom save from him.
Okay. That is not going to do well. That's a 5.
Then he takes.
I don't know why I'm using that dice. That's not my battle dice.
Ooh! He takes 12 points of necrotic damage.
Woo!
Damn.
Wonderful. He kind of laughs as these spores latch on and try and start eating away at him. He brushes them off a little bit and goes, "That tickles."
Okay, cool, buddy. And then for my.
For my next trick.
Yeah, for
Real
my next
quick.
trick.
Real
Huh?
quick, Bill, before you do what you're gonna do, there's a second part of that spell Jason casts.
The
Oh.
barbs?
Yeah.
I guess I missed that. What's the other part of the spell?
He gets to choose someone, and they may make a attack roll, saving throw, or ability check within the next minute at advantage.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah, pick
Nice.
somebody. I guess real quick.
Yes.
McKai.
No, it's a super broke spell. Jason.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again with the stupid headset.
You're good. So yeah, pick one of the three of you.
Who's stronger?
I think Bill's more melee than me.
All right, we'll go. We'll go with my friend here.
Moth.
Yeah, Moth. Sorry, I couldn't think of his name.
Okay, so for the next
I gotta write him down.
minute, you can choose to re-roll.
Oh, I have advantage on like attacks and.
You
You get advantage once.
Yeah.
Okay,
on
okay.
Either an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
All right, sick.
So.
Hell yeah, thanks, dude. That is so broke.
Yep.
Jeez.
Right.
I'm gonna try old trusty. I'd like a wisdom saving throw from you.
Wonderful. That is worse than last time. That's a 4.
Then he is, as long as he's a humanoid, he's held.
A whole person.
Excuse me. He is a demon. They are not considered humanoid. They are fiend. Fiend
Oh, really?
creatures.
I thought humanoid was more like a shape.
I mean, at least, according to the monster manual, demons are considered
Okay.
medium fiend.
I just didn't know. I always thought that was more of like a shape thing.
I mean, it would make sense, but I guess because they don't have legs, they have arms but not legs. I mean, some of them do, but even those are considered fiends.
Oh.
Like
Well, then,
the
Humanoid
main,
is super weird. It's basically
Yeah.
like only humans.
okay.
almost.
So like any sentient, like NPC or player character.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. Could
Crazy.
I mean, did I blow my turn or could I adjust?
Oh, well, aside from your spores, I don't think you've technically done anything yet. Your reaction, you haven't technically made an action yet.
Sick.
It's been
Then
strategizing.
I'm gonna do the one thing that doesn't have a massive area of AOE. I'm gonna do a good old fashioned chill touch. I'm gonna tell him to chill out. Be like, cool that vibe down, dude.
Do you have to be within 5 feet, or can you do it from 10?
Chill touch is a range spell.
Nice.
I have a range of 120 feet, and it's an attack spell, so I just got to roll and do my attack bonus.
Wonderful.
So yeah, I'm gonna take advantage on this bad boy. Thanks for the free advantage there, McKai. That's rad.
Gotta try to help my guys so I don't die.
So that was a 15 and then an 8, so the 15's better, but that comes out to 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And I get 2 of these because we're big boys.
Level 6.
12 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
12 points of...
Chill touch is necrotic damage, isn't it?
Yes, because it's necromancy.
All right.
Yeah, Bill. Pretty sure he's immune to necrotic.
It just does not seem to have the punch that you think or that you're wanting it to. But
Well, then I gotta stop using it. Well, that also deletes my melee attack too.
Damn.
So I hope you guys are ready for some AOE.
And as long as you balance it so it's not hitting us.
That's true.
Is there anything else you can do?
No,
So you got a reaction and an action. You don't have a bonus action, do you?
I have a bonus action. I guess I could move somewhere.
There's only about 5 feet behind you, between you and the wall. But
Yeah,
you've
there's
got,
not real.
between you and the opposite wall, though, you're not within 5 feet of him, but you could move past him. There's still like 25 feet on the other side of the room that's open area.
I would want to position myself so that I could. I don't know. I know what I'll do. Okay. I don't have anything else I can do this turn.
Okay.
Other than talk shit, which I will. I hope that tickled.
He says, perhaps you're not as strong as I thought you were.
I'm also not as smart as you thought I was.
At which point, Seymoure, it'll be to you. He
Woo!
is 15 feet from you.
Okay. I want to double check I can change into this.
15 feet immediately to your left. I don't know if that...
I think the only thing we can't. Oh, I guess challenge rating wise.
Yeah, challenge rating is.
Yeah, we just can't fly or be above a certain challenge rating yet.
But for me, it's weird because.
Oh yeah, you're the moon.
Not the moon, but the circle of the forge is basically the same thing. Or yeah, thanks. Yeah, go away. So even now I can't transform into that. Bummer. Alright. Yeah, I will go with. I will wild shape into a 8. And I'm gonna walk right up to him. Get in some flanking with Jason. And I'm gonna punch this fool.
Yeah.
Try to at least. What is my
Throw
plus
punch that guy.
damage? Yeah, sorry. Do, 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 do. That is a 19 to hit. Okay. And I'm going to channel my Circle of the Forged into lightning for this attack. So I do an extra 1d6 damage. And he'll have to make a con save after I do my damage. That is...
Is it considered lightning damage?
I believe half of it is.
Right.
Yeah.
So regular
I'll
damage
double
plus
check.
lightning damage.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So it's 7 bludgeoning plus 3 lightning. Let me make sure that's not all lightning. So yeah, it's just extra damage. Okay.
But it's not considered lightning damage, or is it? I'm sorry.
The second part, it's half and half.
Okay, okay. So how
So
much?
it's seven bludgeoning and 3 lightning.
All right. So you feel yourself make contact with this thing's face, um, but it's almost like you punched a wall. Like it didn't hurt yourself to do it, but his face doesn't move. The lightning that emerges from your hand kind of scatters around his body for a moment and then just grounds itself.
And does the effect still go off then? If he, I don't know if he's like immune to it or.
What, the lightning effect?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, yes, he
Okay.
is immune to lightning, but I think technically the effect still works, just nothing happens.
Okay. Okay. And we'll get to that when I get to that. Then I will take my second punch attack.
Okay.
That is over 20 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And I'm going to kind of move around. So if you're looking at it in like a grid style, it's like there's Micah. Sorry, I keep saying the name wrong. Micah, the demon, and then me in like an L shape.
Right.
Okay.
I got I hand drew a quick grid map, and I've got 4 of my minis here sitting on it, representing you guys. So, yeah,
So
yeah, I can see it.
that is
Usually
my
turn. I just go with circles on my paper, and it's like a football playlist or play action thing. You know what they're talking about?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
sports. I'm like, I got circles, I
Football.
got arrows going to things. Yeah, it just gets real chaotic and messy. And
Right. That's
Okay,
normally
so-
what I do, but I'm trying something different this time.
nice.
That's my turn. Now my Fae is up. He's gonna move in there to get flanking with me.
Right. Oh yeah, I don't have a mini for your Fae. We'll use this. All right, there you go.
Actually, he doesn't need to do that because he's going to do his face step, which means he teleports.
Okay.
So now picture us as just he's like in right next to me and Jason's character, but still also next to him. So we're like in a square.
Right. Oh, okay.
And then
okay.
he'll
So
make
you want
his
him on
attack.
that side.
And because he did his face stab, he gets advantage.
Nice.
And that will be an 18 to hit.
It will hit.
Okay. Is he resistant to piercing or force damage?
He is resistant to out of this is
Yeah,
only player
above board.
knowledge, but yeah, he's resistant to acid, fire, necrotic, thunder, and any non-magical melee attacks, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Cool. Moth
Okay.
doesn't know that at all.
Yeah, I was just asking for the
Yeah, I
sake
figured.
of rolling the damage because this is two different damage types.
Yeah, and I figured it's just. Oh, most of my stuff is necrotic.
Yeah, none of you guys have really hit him full power yet
Cool.
with anything.
Good thing the phase match roll. So that is going to be 16 points of piercing and force damage.
16 points of piercing and in total.
Yeah.
Okay. That one hit him and hit him hard. He took all of that for sure.
Okay, cool.
He
And that's our turn.
as soon as he gets hit, he kind of grabs his face and he whips around and he looks at this Fae, and he says, "How dare you lay your hands on me?" But it is McKai's turn. Jason,
It's on.
can't hear you.
Sorry, say that again.
There you go. It's your turn.
You're up.
My turn. Oh god.
He is still right here in front of you.
Sorry.
I thought it was dead.
No.
No.
Okay. I'm just really hurt.
Yeah.
Could I do cure wound on me?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I think you just have to roll, right?
That's 3d8.
Unless you're casting it. Well, no, you don't even have to. What are you just casting it at base level, first level?
Or is it good?
If you cast it at first level, it's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, and then if you want to cast it at a higher level spell, it's an additional d8 for every level. So. And you can go.
Because how much damage did you take from me? Like 16?
You can go as high as a third level spell. 16. That sounds right.
Yeah, for now, I'll try the 3d8 just because I have a horrible thing on it.
You're gonna max this out.
Yeah.
All right.
Who the hell's my TS? Or 3d8?
How many third level spell slots do you have?
He's got 3.
3. Just curious.
So this is 2?
Well, no, this will just be your first third level spell slot, I think, for the day.
Oh. So that's
Or-
14.
It'll be your second because you cast aid, I think.
8
right?
second level.
Sorry. Okay, so yeah, 3d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which would be plus 3. So 3d8 plus 3.
All right, 4. So that's 17.
All right. So yeah, you restore 17 hit points to yourself.
Axe full, buddy.
Yay.
Wonderful.
Pass go, collect 200 points. And then I think that's all I can do for right now because I can't do the other.
You have a
Yep.
you have a bonus action. You could cast your spiritual weapon, and then
It's another spell.
Yeah, and I already did one.
And I guess that's true. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, is that it then?
Yeah, because I'm trying to stay alive and stay away from that horrible guy.
That is perfectly fine. Wonderful. At which point, Vagmez kind of looks a little, suddenly changes his form a little bit and looks almost ethereal. And McKai, you feel a grotesque chill as he physically passes through you and behind you, and then ends up right next to Seymour's Fae. And he says,
I mean, he was already right next to it.
"Well, yeah, but he's coming up like behind it."
Okay.
Um,
I need him to make a con save for my lightning thingy.
okay.
So what you're telling me is I'm dead.
That is
No,
a
it's not attacking you.
12.
Oh.
He fails.
Okay.
Excellent. So he loses his reaction until the start of it's his next turn,
Okay.
and the first attack that it makes on its turn is at disadvantage.
All right. Well, he was about to make this with advantage, so
And it's bullshit.
he is swinging angrily at your Fae with his claws for an 18 to hit.
18 still hits.
All right. Oh, there they are. So that will be 10 points of psychic damage to it, with an additional 10 points of physical melee damage.
Okay. Jay's looking rough.
And ooh, I didn't realize this. He has a bonus action, at which point, let me see. Yeah, okay. At which point, his body becomes a lot darker, and almost blends in with the darkness of the wall behind him, but he is still visible. And it is on to Moth. He's within 5 feet of you at the start of his turn.
Oh, he does?
Yes.
Then he gets a sweet 2d6 from my sick ass spores.
Enough necrotic damage.
Moth doesn't know. That's 10 points of damage.
All right.
I'm like finally hurting it.
Finally, I'm doing some damage around here. It's within 5 feet of me. I could swing on it.
I don't think it's within 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
Is it?
Technically. You guys are.
Did it?
You guys are kind of in a diamond-shaped pattern with your Fae right in the middle of all of you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to visualize.
Damn, I wish I had an easier way to do this. But
What if you just drew it out on a piece of paper,
well, that's
and labeled it?
That's what I'm doing, but it's not really that difficult or anything. But the idea is I got to take a picture on my phone and then share it with
Oh,
you guys on
yeah.
Discord.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, it's not like a huge deal. It's just a minor inconvenience.
I see what's going on here. I know what's happening.
Yeah,
Phase
I'm
in the
just
middle
having...
of the, I'm on a laptop, and
This one. So this is what my
yeah, yep.
This is what my map looks like as of right now.
Okay.
And your Fae
Yeah.
is the one right there in the middle. The demon is
Yeah.
the one on the right. Moth, you're at the top. McKay, you're at the bottom. Seymoure.
Do you have a
Okay.
tackle box for dice?
Yes. It's got.
You are
it's
my
got,
fucking hero.
It's got dice. It's got pens and markers. It's got an eraser and whiteout and little counters. Those little glass rocks that people put in decorations.
Yeah.
And a hand. I got like 20 different minis that I never actually get to use. But
That is sick as shit.
So.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, if it's this close to me, is it talking shit?
That's awesome, guys.
Well, he's super pissed at the Fae right now, but
All right.
Get on our level, Bill. Get yourself a DM tackle box.
I just have a jar. I have a jar full of notes and my Pokemon cards that I've made and dice. and a basket full of books and cards. Yeah, Moth would punch this thing. And by punch, I mean smack it with his staff. Because that's what Moth do, and I'm assuming because it's engaged, I get advantage.
Yes,
And it's magical because of Shillelagh.
correct.
Hell yeah. 17, and that's a 13. So 17 plus 8 is 25 to hit.
That's definitely gonna hit.
And one of these. 12 points of damage.
And you turn and
Plus-
whale it with your shillelagh.
Wait, plus, and this is just for flavor because I know it doesn't actually work, 1 point of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
You whale him right across the face with your shillelagh, and
And then spores just tickle him ever so gently.
yeah, and a bit of darkness kind of almost splashes off of his face, and kind of splatters against the wall beside him.
I could make a terrible joke.
Make it, Bill. Make it.
I knew it was blackface all along. This is just a guy in a mask.
At which point he again grasps at his face, and his form, like, he turns and looks at you, and his form kind of shifts for a moment. He looks,
I don't like that one bit.
He looks bigger and more menacing, and he lets out this roar at you, this anger. But it is, I mean, it's still your turn.
That's
You can run
straight
away
up
if you want.
Me? I'm not going
Yeah.
anywhere.
Why? He won't attack you. He doesn't have a reaction.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere though. Moth would just look kind of dramatically lean back, and I'd hope his cape of billowing would help him support himself, like a reverse Michael Jackson, and then just be gross.
I gotcha. So you lean slightly further back than would normally be possible, thanks to your cape.
Yeah.
And yeah, just kind of dip away from him, like, oh no, get out of my face.
Yep, just
Then
Yeah.
Seymoure, it is on to you.
You said he's immune to lightning damage, correct?
Yes.
Or just resistant?
Immune.
Okay, then I won't roll that damage when I do. If I hit. I'm going for my punch.
Falcon Punch!
That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. And that'll be 5 points of... I want to say this is magical bludgeoning damage because I'm using my magic stuff, right?
Your wild shape.
Yeah.
I counted it. I counted full damage last time, and I will this time. But now that you're making me question it, I'm gonna do some research.
always ask forgiveness.
Okay.
Never
I'm
permission.
gonna say never mind because I have to use a spell slot to do the extra damage, and since I kind of saw that the lightning didn't do very much last time, I wouldn't do that again.
Okay. So Google says
So it's just-
it is clear that a druid's wild shape is not a magic item, not a spell or recreation of a spell, not a spell attack, and is not fueled by the use of spell slots.
Yeah.
So Google says it's not magical, but I
Yeah.
counted it last time.
That's
I will
actually
this
that's
time.
pretty interesting. So that means druids actually go through a physical transformation,
Right.
Yeah.
not a magical one.
Yeah. Well, mine's different too, but it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
yours
for
is
right
like a
now.
weird mechanical Power Rangers shift.
Yeah. So
That's
that's
sick.
just 5 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage,
All right.
and then I'm gonna punch him again because I can.
Double punch.
That's a dirty 20
Nice.
of 8 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I guess you can't use Shillelagh on your mitts. Well, they are. Would your hands be considered inanimate objects?
No, because shillelagh has to be done on a staff or a pole arm or something like that.
Or a club? We could just
Or
get you a
club.
stick. A stick
Yeah,
counts as a club.
Yeah, you can pick up a stick off the ground and cast Shillelagh on it. Technically.
Yeah, I'm good. Okay, so doing that, my punches don't seem to be doing very much damage, right?
No, they don't. I completely forgot. Uh, at the end of his last turn, his bonus action, what he did was take the hide action. So that I believe that last attack should have been a disadvantage, but that's okay.
The hide action,
I'm
he
not
has to
100%
roll.
sure about that. He did. He rolled a 6. He's not hiding well at all.
Yeah. So that
So I
also
can
it's hard
understand.
to hide when you're out in the middle of everything, and we're like in. He's right next to us.
Right, like I said,
Yeah,
he
I,
tried kind of blending into the wall behind him, but it was not very effective.
Cool.
I always do it.
So
I always do stealth that like if a player rolls stealth, I don't really tell them if they succeed or fail. They just get uh, reacted to accordingly.
Right.
okay. So
That's just
doing
what I do with
that,
stealth, though.
I'm going to move. How fast can I move as an ape? These are important questions. 30 feet. I'm going to move 30 feet back towards the other wall.
All right. So you're basically right up against that other wall.
Yeah.
That works.
And I'm going to. Yeah, I'll stay in ape form. That's the end of my turn, but now it's my phase turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to phase step above, basically where I just was. Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
And he'll make an attack. There. That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah. 18 to hit, actually. Let's see. Plus 6. That'll be 14 points of damage.
Very nice.
Magical damage.
How is this Fae attacking?
He's got short swords.
Okay. Is he? Well, he's a bit of a distance away. If he's taking your spot, he wouldn't be right in melee range unless it's a 10-foot melee weapon.
He's not?
Right?
He would have teleported right next to the guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, your attacks still land. He does the damage, and all of that. As these blades slash him, his suit is in tatters at this point. You can see he's bleeding this black ooze, and he is angry.
Seymoure in ape form. You ain't White Goldman. And the Fae's gonna like position himself so he can give Bill flanking. If Bill steps to the right spot, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
Okay, and then that is it for me and the Fae.
All right, McKai, it is back to you, sir.
All right.
He's still pretty much 5 feet from you.
Oh, geez. So I'm
But
gonna. Where's everybody else?
he's very
Wise?
angry. He's more focused right now on the Fae and on Moth. You have proven
Oh,
at this point you have to him you have proven unimportant almost. He's very angry at these people that have been hurting him, so he's not paying a whole lot of attention to you.
Who's next to me? Anybody?
Not really. Moth is about 10 feet in front of you, but he's the closest.
All right, I'll go up to Moth. So I move the 10 feet. And I'm like, do you think fighting's a good way, or do you think we might be able to talk our way out? Do you think we'll? Do you think we'll? We can talk our way out, or do you think we can?
Absolutely not. This foul-mouthed denizen of the neighborhood has to be removed. This is all just a sham put on by some property developer to get the property value down so low that he can make a killing.
Let's see
Absolutely not.
Let's see who this really is under the mask.
Yeah, very much.
Scooby
Ghosts aren't
Doo.
real. I know. But like, very much just like battle mode. That's real. I said at the very beginning of this fight, this is all real.
All right. I don't know how much more magic I can throw. Let's see.
You should have a bunch of stuff. We're all big boys.
Oh yeah, you got spells galore you could use.
I'm gonna.
Fairy fire, guiding bolt.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my. Let me go back. Sorry.
Moonbeam.
What is mine called? Attacks.
Is,
I'm gonna try my guiding bolt.
is daylight? Daylight's not an actual attack. It's just a spell. I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. You're doing what?
And then I rolled 18.
I'm sorry. I missed it. What are you doing?
The guided bolt.
Okay. Yeah. 18 is going to hit.
All right. And that is a 4d6.
Mm-hmm. If you're using it at second level, you can cast it at third level for an additional d6, but it will be your last third level spell. No, I'm sorry, no, it'll be your second out of 3.
All right, so to do a third level, it would be 4d6 instead?
It'll be 5.
5, holy smokes. All right, we'll try that.
Wonderful. Okay, roll me 5d6.
Wow, 11 points is the max.
Out of all of those?
Yeah.
Well, alright.
Guiding bolt's actually 66 at third level.
46.
Yeah,
go
wow.
first.
I
I'm sorry,
got mostly
yeah.
twos
So
once.
roll one more d6 on top of those.
All right. That's a 3.
So 14 instead.
Killed him?
So this guiding bolt blasts its way through the ceiling and slams into this demon. A bright, radiant light erupts around him, and he lets out just the most demonic, angry roar. But your guiding bolt's light fills the room, essentially, and you see his form, his shadowy-ish form, almost get shredded to bits through this, through the radiant light in this room. And as your spell begins to dissipate, his form is no longer present. The atmosphere in the room has lightened dramatically.
Nice.
Hey guys, look, a healer can actually do damage.
Yeah, you can do a lot of damage, dude.
You feel you feel everything in this room lighten up and get just a little bit nicer.
Can I add to this
Absolutely.
picture? Moth realizing the vibes improving. Any like wildflowers around, be like Druid craft trying to make shit sprout. Be like, yeah, feel these good vibes. Pew!
There are plenty of seeds and things that have been buried around here, and the house that you're in almost immediately erupts with grass and vines and moss growing in places. There are flowers that start growing and blooming inside the house, coming up through the floor. And as you walk around outside, you can see within a certain radius of the house, everything is brighter and greener and a little more colorful.
You just hear me singing good vibrations.
Seymoure in ape form just does that 2 hands. Suck my dick.
I would immediately high five McKai. Immediately just Bam, dude. High five. That was sweet. I don't know where the dude with the mask is, but we got to catch him. But I appreciate whatever you did. Shine some light on this situation and let these plants grow, dude. That was sweet.
I'm so excited. I finally did some damage.
Dude, that was sick.
Yeah, everything seems to be a little brighter. You have successfully destroyed this demon.
Yeah.
I think that'll probably be a good place to call it for the night.
Oh, dude, that was sweet.
So we will pick up from there next time.
All right.